Hey guys, what's up? Skullzi here, and this is the first episode of Gaming Weekly, where I cover all of the most interesting and most important gaming news, delivered every week directly to your internet. I'll also cover recent new releases, shout out one of my favorite recent videos, and feature some comments from you guys. First up is lies, or more so, lies told to us by Rockstar Games. Or maybe they aren't lies, but they are definitely disappointing words, at least. And what are these disappointing words? Well, they are that GTA 5 will not, nor ever will, get any single-player DLC or expansions. Why? Well, according to Rockstar, it's simple. They just never got around to it. They focused all their attention on the new Red Dead game and GTA 5 multiplayer content. Rockstar design director Imran Sarwar, sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right, also stated that along with technical issues such as bandwidth and resource size, Rockstar felt the single-player experience of Grand Theft Auto 5 as it was felt complete and told the story that Rockstar wanted to tell, and that any type of expansion or single-player DLC would have felt forced, and Rockstar states that they are too much of a perfectionist that they wouldn't have felt comfortable just shoving a DLC out there. So what do you all think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that they're just straight up lying, or do you think that this is whatever? Are they lies, or are they large fries? With all this poof in mind, this takes us to our next story regarding whether or not single-player games are dying or dead or have various diseases that make them socially unacceptable. Xbox admin Shannon Loftus told GameSpot in a recent interview that he doesn't think single-player games are dead, nor will they ever die, as they deliver a unique story-based experience that other multiplayer games just can't quite hit on. However, they do have some things that they need to figure out, as multiplayer games tend to not only make much more money from subscription fees, microtransactions, and other things like that, but they also tend to have a longer lifespan in terms of how long a player will actively play the game. With all these powers combined, game publishers don't need Captain Planet to know that multiplayer games are where the money's at. Will multiplayer games soon dominate the market? Will single-player games have to adapt to the microtransaction plague market, or else? Find out next time on whenever. Let me know if you prefer single play time or multi-play time in the comments below. Our third story is something small and quick, but also large and angry, and probably isn't news at all, as I'm sure it'll surprise no one. Join us as we all jump on the overloaded and bloated Let's All Hate EA train as ex-BioWare developer Manveer here, these names today are just getting me, who worked on both of the last two Mass Effect games and joined his friends in leaving BioWare. He's given us some insight into the financial strategy of EA, which is apparently to shove microtransactions down the throats of gamers everywhere. And it works. For example, one person spent over $15,000 on Mass Effect. And here I was thinking that I loved Mass Effect. Yeah. Let me know what you think of EA shoving stuff down your throat in the comments below. From the graveyards of corpsed games to the garden or whatever of new releases, Assassin's Creed Origins released October 27th for the PC, Xbox One, and the PPPS4. Here are the PC system specs. Overall, the new entry into the long-running Assassin's Creed franchise has received positive reviews, stating that the new combat system plays out well, the RPG elements are pretty well thought out and in-depth, and the game is the best refinement and representation of the well-known Assassin's Creed gameplay formula. The game is said to have a few bugs, but nothing too game-breaking. It spins an interesting story involving ancient Egypt and shows us famous people such as Julius Caesar and Cleopatra. If possibly assassinating Julius Caesar or Cleopatra interests you for some reason, be sure to check the game out, as it seems the extra year Ubisoft spent developing the game has really paid off. Are you playing it right now? Is the game fun, or does it feel like a rehash of all the other Assassin's Creeds? I haven't played it yet. I actually still have to finish the last 3 or so. which I'm actually kind of trying to do, because I'm actually kind of wanting to play this one. Next up from the garden or whatever of new releases is Wolfenstein II, releasing the same day as Assassin's Creed Origins on October 27th for the PC, Xbox One, and PS4. The game has received top reviews across the board and is said to be more intense and disturbing than ever. It's improved on all the elements you've come to know and love from the previous Wolfenstein game, and this time has more Hitler than ever. Here are the specs and thing. What do you think of Wolfenstein? Does it have enough Hitler for you? PlayerUnknown's Battleground will be coming out for the Xbox One, and it'll be on disc no less. Brave move putting a game out on disc in 2017, while most games tend to take the digital route, as it is less expensive to sell your game code directly to players than it is to pay to have it burn onto a disc and then package up and put on a truck and send out to stores, all those other words. Personally, I do like having a physical copy of games. I like to have stuff that I can put on display, or have a visual memento of. But at the same time, the introvert in me likes not having to leave my house to buy things I need. The internal struggle is real. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is said to be released for the Xbox One late 2017. Speaking of new releases, Robert Guillaume's soul was released from his corpse while he passed away. Anyway, Robert Guillaume voiced Dr. Eli Vance from Half-Life 2. His iconic voice still plays in the memories of gamers everywhere, or from fans of Lion King as he earned a Grammy for voicing the baboon Rafiki. He has been struggling with health issues since the late 90s when he had a stroke, and it's sad that he's gone. Hakuna Matata, Robert Guillaume. You'll be missed. To move things on to a lighter note, Super Mario Odyssey's Peach amiibo makes Mario wear a wedding dress. Yeah. In case you didn't know, using some amiibos in games would unlock certain gameplay elements or characters depending on the game and the amiibo. Sometimes it'll give you an experience boost, blah blah blah. And in this instance, Mario wears a wedding dress. I wonder if that means Princess Peach will have to save Mario from marrying Bowser next time. That's an image I didn't need to think of. And from that, we go right back to serious stuff. So, in the new Call of Duty, there is a scene where, for some reason, you are given the choice as to whether to prevent rape or not. Not sure why this needed to be a choice, but the scene is as follows. In one section of the game, the player controls Raziel. The name's today, a female spy, as she infiltrates a German building. While inside, she witnesses a woman as she is dragged by a Nazi soldier into the closet against her will, screaming, "You're all pigs." Raziel opens the closet door as the soldier says, "Leave. This is none of your business. We're about to rape her. This is rape business." This player is then given the option to kill the soldier or leave. I don't know why you'd leave. If the player chooses to leave, the player closes the door as the soldier is heard unzipping his fly and viewed advancing towards the woman. She screams, "Ah, get away from me," as Raziel leaves. It is implied that the soldier is going to sexually assault the woman, but at no time is the assault depicted. Pretty intense. Apparently too intense for Australia, the land where babies are eaten by wildlife and you are forced to box kangaroos to defend your dog. But edgy content in video games is just too crazy. The game received a rating of R18+ in Australia. Activision resubmitted the scene for the Australian version of the game, which kept the scene entirely, but simply had the women wear pants instead of a skirt, and they removed the sound of one of the soldiers unzipping his pants. Yeah, so far, seeing that it's included, the game still has the R18+ rating. Do you think they are right to censor the scene, or would you rather have the full rape experience? Maybe I should rephrase that next time. Anyway, Call of Duty World War II releases November 3rd for the PS4, Xbox One, and the PC. So, while on the subject of weird sexual content, a company wants to enter your home and hopefully not sexually assault you. Amazon is planning a new service called Amazon Key, where the Amazon couriers can put your delivery in your home so it's safe from looters, vandals, dragons, and the like. The only catch is you'll need to have an Amazon Cloud Cam for security and verification purposes, and a smart lock on your front door so the courier can unlock your door with an app and slide the package in. You should also have a decent capacity for trust, as it definitely raises privacy concerns. I mean, what if the guy decides to snoop around? You'd think the cloud camera could ease those concerns, but people would still be paranoid, myself included. What if he even forgets to lock the door on his way out? What if he is some Aiden Pierce Watch Dogs hacker? What if he eats all my pizza rolls? Would you be cool with Aiden Pierce eating all your pizza rolls? Let me know in the comments below. And the last story I want to cover is Xbox has provided a fully updated list of all the Xbox One backwards compatible games as of October 26th. There's quite a lot, actually. There's not that many Xbox Ones, but the fact that they do have original Xbox compatible games is pretty interesting. But there's a ton for the Xbox 360. Here is the list. Use your eyes to read it. Actually, this list is pretty huge and it would take too long to roll out in this video. I could be a douchey douche and just, extend my video time by letting it just roll on out, but I'll just put a link in the description below if you wanted to see the list. Now finally, before we tune out, here is the list of the most recent games to have been released. Which game do you like or do you want to play the most? Or which game would you rather send to the Hydraulic Press channel?
Welcome to Hydraulic Press channel.
Oh, and before we go, at the end of each episode of Gaming Weekly, I wanted to share one of my favorite videos I've recently seen, or sometimes somebody who I just want to shout out. And in this episode, I had to give the shout out to someone legendary, and that obviously is iDubbbz. If you, for some reason, haven't seen his channel yet, you need to do so immediately, like right the heck now. He takes YouTube channels and personalities who deserve a roast and he burns them with a freaking flamethrower. And he also opens up boxes and makes it entertaining somehow. That should just explain, how cool his channel is. Anyway, look for a link in the description below. He has a lot of collaboration with other celebrities, I hate saying that word, like Filthy Frank and, people like that. Anyway, look for the link in the description. Now I'm going to share a few comments with you all as we roll out, but I don't have that many to share or go off of as this was the first episode of Gaming Weekly and I've only recently returned from my YouTube vacation, I guess, whatever. Anyway, be sure to comment below for a chance at having your comments featured in the next episode, or you could follow me on Twitter by checking that link down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Keela Salai, Mass Effect Nation. Never mind, that was my old channel.